6 and 7, Vallow.
All right, then.
We have
Do you know if the victim wishes to be heard to this round?
sorry, check.
Calling number 6 on this morning's calendar. Number 6 is CR 2021. It is 001704. And number 7 is CR 2022 142. State of Arizona versus Lori Vallow. It's the time set for the not guilty arraignment as to each case. For the state?
Your Honor, Trini Kay on behalf of the state in both matters. For the record, the victim is appearing virtually in the 2022 matter. Also for the record, the next of kin, we're going to appear in the 2021. We have attempted to reach them. We are unable to reach them at this point, but they were aware of this and did just want to the court to know that they did wish to appear.
Okay, thank you for letting me know. Counsel?
Good morning, Keith Terry and Danae Suki on behalf of Ms. Vallow, who's present appearing in custody.
Thank you. And ma'am, could you state your full name, please,
Lori Vallow Daybell,
and your date of birth?
6/26/73.
All right, then this is the time set for the not guilty arraignment on each count. We'll start with number 6. As to number 6, ma'am, you are before the court on count 1. We'll enter a not guilty plea on your behalf. Do you waive a reading?
Yes, Your Honor.
And we'll set the matter for your next court hearings are this as follows in this case. The next court hearing will be an initial pretrial conference. That will be on January 18th. It's at 8:15 in the morning before Commissioner Garfinkel. The comprehensive pretrial conference will be on February 21. It's at 8:30 in the morning, and that's before Judge Boreski. The final trial management conference will be on March 28. That's also at 8:30 in the morning before Judge Boreski. And then the trial assignment date on this case will be on April 4th. That's at 9 o'clock in the morning, and that's before the master calendar judge. You do need to be present for the court hearings. If you fail to appear without good cause, a warrant could issue for your arrest. I'll go ahead and affirm the current release conditions. We go to number 7. On number 7, ma'am, you are also before the court for a not guilty arraignment on count 1. We'll enter a not guilty plea on your behalf. We'll set the matters for the next court dates, which are likely to be the same ones I just gave you. The initial pretrial conference, that will be on January 18th. It's at 8:15 in the morning before Commissioner Garfinkel. Comprehensive pretrial conference, that will be on February 21. It's at 8:30 in the morning before Judge Boreski. The final trial management conference is March 28. It's at 8:30 in the morning. That's also before Judge Boreski. And then your trial assignment date is April 4th. That's at 9 o'clock in the morning, and that's before the master calendar judge. I'll go ahead and affirm the current release conditions as to this cause as well. From the state, was there any additional issues that you wanted the court to review or discuss?
Yes, Your Honor, 2 things. First, these are both first-degree murder cases. The court set the trial dates as if they were not complex. First-degree murder cases are automatically complex cases. We would ask that we amend the dates to align with complex case 270 days out for the trial date.
Judge, this is restructured. If I do that, will we be able to get dates today?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, and does the defense wish to be heard? Do you wish to be heard on that issue?
Your Honor,
Object, or do you agree?
we object at this time.
All right, then. I think I'll just leave the dates the way they are now, and I'll ask the state to go ahead and file a motion before the assigned, either before the next court date or the Judge Boreski, and let him decide how he wants to proceed with respect to the dates.
Sure.
What was the other issue?
The other issue, Your Honor, was the state did file a motion and emailed it to court and counsel on Monday with regards to a protective order for the exhibits so that the state can comply with all of the protective orders that are in place in Idaho. I know defense counsel's not had a time to respond to that, so I didn't know if the court wanted to set a time before Judge Boreski so that we could deal with that issue. Obviously, we don't want to wait till the IPTC to handle that.
Sir,
We do not object to a protective order.
you do not object? I did receive the proposed order. Defense counsel has indicated there's no objection, so the court will grant that request and I'll sign the order immediately following the hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state has no other issues.
All right, thank you. Anything from the defense?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right, and thank you. We'll be in recess as to this matter. Thanks so much.
Okay, so that was Lori Vallow Daybell in court, Maricopa County, for her arraignment. What did that all mean? Well, she is facing murder charges in Arizona, and she appeared in court. That was Thursday morning, Maricopa County, after she was booked into the jail on 2 first-degree murder charges. During that hearing, Daybell inquired about how the 2 cases would be handled, how many attorneys would be appointed, and when she would be able to speak with them. She was found guilty in May of this year up in Idaho for killing her 2 children, J.J. Vallow, Tylee Ryan, along with conspiring to kill Tammy Daybell, Chad Daybell's wife, who Chad Daybell is now facing trial for those charges also. She was found guilty, right, sentenced to life, and then they extradited her. But now in Arizona, they indicted her in a separate felony case after a grand jury indicted her in 2021 on the charge of conspiring to kill her 4th husband, Charles Vallow, right? And there was an extradition process between Katie Hobbs and Brad Little. Katie Hobbs, the Arizona governor, and Brad Little, the governor of Idaho, and she was just extradited. So she's going now to maybe trial. Will there be a plea deal in this case down the line? They objected to the prosecution expanding it out, as you just heard. So, is she trying to do a speedy trial with this particular case? Remains to be seen. These 2 cases, right, out of Maricopa County, or would these cases be death penalty cases? That remains to be seen too. And what happens if they are? Because according to the extradition treaty signed back and forth, whatever the outcome is in this case, if it's a guilty, she has to go back to Idaho, and she has to go to, so I don't know when that time would be implemented in Arizona, consecutive to her already double life sentence in Idaho. It's a fascinating case, and following it on JLR Investigates, that was her arraignment today. What do you think? She's in Orange, Maricopa Orange. Looks like she had a female attorney and a male attorney with her. I am JLR Investigates. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button, check out my playlist. We will talk soon. Stay tuned.